Action. Hey, this is Merchant Mason Boy. We had a lovely time here at the RV park of Dublin, Georgia. These guys are so nice. They've agreed to let me use this back area back here to make some noise and, well, maintain my truck trailer and take care of some scrap metal and stuff. So basically, let's just do another double check walk around, but we're gonna shoehorn around and we're gonna drive way out back and we're gonna be able to process my scrap, you know, and I won't be in their way. I won't be disturbing the peace and whatnot back there. There's a freeway back there too. It's called 16. And well, I told them if I parked back there, promised that I wouldn't make noise and disturb the peace of all these nice people here. So, after getting some good night's sleep, a good night's rest, I'm ready to rock and roll on these fixtures. It's Sunday today, so yeah, we're gonna want to get back there and get busy, basically. That spare tire that I just got, man, it's a leaker, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, this is a beautiful place back there. They even have a dog walk run fenced in area, which is really cool. Beautiful place. Good, you made it. That works. Mason in the travel trailer is probably like, what the heck's going on? That's so nice of them to let me go back here and do what I have to do. Just move the yellow rope. Pull in, I'll put the rope back up. I did say that I'll be servicing my truck and trailer and running my workstation. I told them these light fixtures have aluminum cases with transformers and I want to separate that, so I have something to sell at the scrapyard, you know. But if I don't get bothered, almost after basically separating the metals, and if I get down to where I just got a big pile of transformers, I will set up my press and start cracking away if I have to, which would be very ideal because today's Sunday. If I can get all this done back here today. All right, everybody. We're going to get everything set up 100% to start processing those transformers right now. That'll work for now, until we get things set up anyway. All right. Alright, we're going to go over there and load up some HID light fixtures. Just give me one moment. We're going to get a couple things set up over here. This stuff has got to move over here too, which is fine. We'll be setting that stuff up next. Get our air compressor and generator behind the trailer so they don't make as much noise, so we can work up here. Hook it up. Sweet. Run our cord, airline. That's fine. We'll live with that. Hi Hero 6, we're gonna be over there to pick those lights up. 1 second, okay? We also have to lift this. We gotta lift that slab up there too, so we're gonna have to have power again. Dang it, forgot about that. We need to use the crane and lift this slab. Get that set up on our station right here. That's next. Okay. Come down here to this eyelet, get a good hook on it. Yeah. Go up. Yeah. Get away from my foot. That is a heavy son of a bee, dude. So once we get it like that, we lean it and then drop it down. And then slide it in if we have to. Oh, sorry, 6. You're getting your ass whooped today, aren't you? That's okay. All right, we're set. Sorry, 6. Just a little bit more, and then you'll be looking at the truck. We'll be loading fixtures and taking them to our workbench. All right. All right. So now we're good with the crane for a while. Thank God for these people letting me work back here. Oh, that's a relief. I can just stay right there, it's fine. All right. Lock, tighten her down a little. Yep. All right. We're almost ready now. Okay, we'll go there, pull up on this baby, throw that baby under that baby. Hero 12's been acting up. Did you hear me, Hero 6? We gotta come over here now. Okay? The tools we need are in my back pocket. I need that gun and that bag right there, and we're good. And we can start ripping these suckers apart. We'll get a pair of clippers over here too, so I can clip the wires. All right, everybody. I am believed to be ready and set to start recycling these lights. I got everything I need right here. A variety of drills, and I got my pair of snips. No, somewhere I had them. Here they are. And we're gonna dive right into them now. And there's the other buggy full that we're gonna process after these. We're gonna bag up all of our aluminum and good stuff like that in these bags. I'll just kind of get one out and ready right now. And then we're gonna get right into it. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so I'm gonna run a chain on these. Basically, by that, I'm gonna take care of every screw that I could see from my general perspective. So I'm going to need these two right here. Okay. I'll start by the two big ones and then hit the small one. I think that'll work. All right. Dual drill is extremely effective. The one problem I'm having is the spacing in between these lights. So I'm going to space them out just a little bit, like that, and then these are going to go even faster. They got to have a little bit of a space in between each one. Yeah, like that. And that's going to work really good. This drill is not good. See how not good that is. Still usable. Good old dumpster drill. I found all my Makitas in the garbage. That was a good score that night. My transformer station is 100% set up and ready to rock, so the quicker I get these apart, the quicker we can get processing. Okay, so now from this point, what I think I'm going to want is to flip them all over, because there's another set of 3. So all those are about done. So now the next thing to do to finish opening them up and cleaning up the steel around these is to be able to get these brackets right here. Just like so. We're gonna rest them just like that. And then we got these 4 other screws holding these galvanized steel tabs on that gotta go. So we're gonna rock this one and then the flathead driver. Okay, we're gonna start taking them apart right now. Try to. I'm gonna have to have my right hand for that one. All right. You know what? I'm gonna see if we have a star bit for that, because I don't like that one bit. How about this one? Is this gonna work good? Oh, baby. That's the one right there. All right, put your hand up. Right. Try to throw all our tin shred here in the middle. There we go. Try to keep it cleaner. Once we get these last set of inside screws, we can clean up the tin shred, clip the wires, get the transformers up on the workstation. hooks. Okay, that can just stay in there. I was trying to get like one little screw out of the transformer, but it's not worth your time. Don't do it. All right, we're gonna bag up the aluminum and toss the transformers up there and start a new row. That's fine. I mean, these look good, they feel good. They must be good. Nice. You always want to check them. Always want to check these. All right. Stack some more aluminum. That's a good bag. Let's go grab another bag and fill it up. We'll get these other lights on the station next. But first, we're going to run over and grab our magnet and clean up all this stuff. Let's pick up all our wires that we can grab real quick. Okay. Now, my magnet's right over here. Yeah, magnet. And clean up our mess. Tin shred. All right, that leaves us ready to start a whole new row. Yes. All right. And that's exactly what we'll do after, well, after these messages. This is Merchant Metals taking a quick 5. All right, everybody. We are getting ready to do our second round. Yeah. Second round we go. This is recording. Yes. Okay. Here goes Merchant Metals, second round. The ones that still have domes on it, we'll set those to the side for like very last. All right. Yeah. Up out. Yep. We've got them where we want them, right? Now we got to work the screws out of these brackets and the light bulbs, which is quite easy actually, but what we need is a flathead, no, a star bit. Okay, so we'll take a star bit and one of the other regular bits that we've been using, and then just go at it and get them out. Get them going. Oh yeah, that's my
No, but I mean, is it a dump bed?
Oh yeah, it's a hydraulic dumper.
Yep.
But that's my concrete buggy back from my construction days.
Yep.
There's just some things in my life I can't get rid of, you know?
Well, it comes in handy for other stuff.
Oh man, you bet. You betcha. Yeah, actually, it's pretty funny. I bet you won't believe me, but had my buddy weld a hitch receiver on the front of this.
So you can move stuff.
I could pull my trailer with this buggy. And you'll be surprised how much power hydraulics actually has. Because that's what spins the tires is hydraulic power.
The owner at the old property,
yeah,
he had a Volvo excavator, bucket loader front,
yeah,
an excavator on back,
yep,
and the bucket always stayed on, but he welded 2 large hooks on the top of it so he could pick up a set of forks.
Okay. Bet you never seen a wolf pack with an 8-foot bolt crane.
Nope, that is a first.
Yep.
Because you got the crane there plus the one on the truck.
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, I use that one to I use that one for basically everything on the workstation. You see that enormously thick slab of steel that's up on that? That's my hammer station. That piece of metal right there is 450 pounds.
Oh,
it's stupid heavy, but the only thing I could use to lift it is that crane. Yeah, I couldn't get it up there by hand. I'd give myself a double hernia.
Yep.
You know, and then I can strap my buggy down and lift my buggy and slap it up there. 1,000-pound unit.
Yep.
You know, it makes the house lisp a little bit when I lift her up. You know, but
it's all good.
Right. You know, so then at that same time, I'm like, man, I need a workbench though, and I was like, hell, I might as well have a ramp / workbench.
Yep.
So that's basically like a U-Haul ramp, but I extended it with 4-inch by 4-inch aluminum. You can kind of see that, right? Yeah. And I just basically had them welded on both sides of the ramp to make it wide enough for my tire tread. Because yeah, if you're halfway up the ramp and you lose one of your tires off the side, that thing will go for a good spill. Yeah. Oh, everything's going great back here. I really appreciate you letting me do what I gotta do, man. I'm just you believe, I mean, I would do this stuff in a Walmart parking lot. Yeah, besides run my hydraulic press, because that means I gotta drop my buggy and take my ramp down, and at Walmart they want you to stay within your parking width, you know, and not be in the oncoming lanes, and you know, and I've only been kicked out of one Walmart since Michigan, so I'm proud of that, you know. Yeah.
Well, already, I'll let you get back to you so you can make forward progress.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And you know, and if you ever are interested, I know you're not a YouTube guy, but if you ever do happen to wonder how all this works as a whole, I make great videos from start to finish of processing those.
Gotcha.
And might be a cool thing for you to check out, you know.
On this desert tortoise that was out there, they're like, if it comes within an area where you guys are at, you guys have to move back.
Okay.
Because it doesn't interact with like humans very well.
Right.
And for some odd reason,
what do they bite or attack?
No, they don't bite and attack, but for some odd reason, their defense mechanism, if they feel threatened, is to roll over onto their shell.
Oh shit. Piss
themselves and die.
Well, that's a shitty mechanism. Oh my god. That sucks.
It wasn't an endangered species.
Well,
but it was getting close to it. So it was one of those things that if we were found to have caused the death of one of these things,
oh, it's a big deal then.
It was a big deal.
Yeah.
So
well, kind of seems like they brought it on themselves.
Yeah, but
honestly,
they showed us all these pictures and all that, and lo and behold, we were bringing vehicles off the rail yard to take them out, and the MP stopped. They're like, all right, we got to find a different route. And it was already 3 hours one way to get to where we were going. They're like, we got to turn around. They're like, we can't go any further. And they're like, because we got a whole cluster of turtles up there.
Wow.
And it was like, son of a...
bitch.
We
Yeah.
added on like another 2 hours to our trip.
You gotta like leave 3 soldiers behind to do turtle flipping.
No, because once they flip themselves over, even if you flip them back over, they'll do it again.
Oh.
So that's what I mean. Once they come, once you spot them from a distance,
That sucks.
you have to stay that distance or further back from where they're at.
Wow. I know if I rolled over, pissed myself, and died, it'd be my fault, you know. But that's just different, man. I've never heard of that before. But
it was weird.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's not much of a mechanism.
And then
for defense, that's.
We got all the.
At least he ain't gonna get killed by something else, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
we got all these classes when we hit Afghanistan.
When they go upside down, do they have a heart attack? Is that what?
I don't know.
Do they stroke out or?
Honestly, the only thing I can think of is when they pee themselves, they dehydrate their whole body.
Oh,
and they just die of the exposure.
Oh shit! What? So you've been over there? Have you ever seen a camel spider?
Yep.
Now, I've heard a lot about them. How big do they get?
Body, about yay big.
With legs and all, right?
No, this is body.
Really?
That's not legs.
Okay, so it is true. They do get big.
They get big.
So I heard stories like my brother Sonny. He spent 2 tours in Kuwait and 1 in Baghdad. He said that camel spiders, you can hear them run past you and shit.
Yeah,
that's
big.
true.
They jump.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God! You jump right in bed with you.
You don't leave anything out.
Oh boy.
Because they will.
So their bodies are really that big. Oh.
Their bodies are. It's like looking at.
Well, you wish they would roll over, piss themselves, and die, right?
It's like looking at a dinner plate with legs running across the floor.
Oh my God. Yeah, you can't even swat it. You gotta
You gotta shoot those.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh, I've done it.
A couple of stomps will just get them running faster, probably.
You don't want to get close to them.
So they
do bite, and it is painful.
Oh, I imagine they got big teeth or whatever. I mean, so basically their colors, they're somewhat translucent in a way.
They're kind of a sandy color.
Oh well,
so
yeah.
They blend in.
So they blend in. That's probably one of their defenses right there.
Yeah.
But
they.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because our mortar hooch, where I was at, it was kind of sunken in a little bit. And they would climb up the sandbags and they'd get up on the roof. Well, they'd look down towards the top of the mortar hooch, and there was all these fly strips that were hanging down because flies are rampant over there. They're nasty.
Oh, I bet.
So
they're aggressive.
They would see the fly strips. So one of the camel spiders literally jumped to try and get to the flies on the fly strip.
Yeah.
He wound up hanging himself on 4 of them.
Wow.
His body, front of his body hit one, back of his body hit another, and then his furthest legs while he was jumping, he was all stretched out.
Dude, that's insane.
The front legs caught the front one and the back legs caught the back one.
Wow.
He sat there and wriggled for 6 days before he died.
Wow. All right, everybody, we're getting right back into it. We're going to get the rest of these light fixtures on a table, get them done. We got a nice pile of transformers right there. I can't wait to get into. So, without further ado, let's do it. Let's get it done. Yeah, there's a good camera angle. There you go, 6. All right. Let's just yeah, I'm gonna line the buggy up, make it easy. Might as well. Sorry, you guys are just getting a great view of my ass. Sorry about that. be a treat. Pop it, pull it, flip it. Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Better be recording there, Hero 12. Yes, you are. Good Hero 12. That's a good boy. All right. Now what? Get the drills back in our hands. That was the first red wasp I've seen in a long time. All right, we need to replace this one with the star bit to do this next part. That is right, that is correct. All right. Yes. Let's keep going. Alrighty then. We got one more row to go. One more row to go. One more row to go, and then we gotta get on the hydraulic press. And that's how we'll end our day. Right? Right. Get our pile here going more, a little bit more there. I'm pretty much convinced these are all copper. Yep. set these up. All right, yeah, that's how we do it. All right, yeah, whoo, yeah. Let's go on an adventure, I say. Let's go to Florida. Okay. We'll see how that goes. I'm surely nothing will go wrong. Whee! What a roller coaster ride this has been. Hadouken! Hadouken! Oh. Good times. All right, last wave, and then we're up on that press, man. We got a huge pile of transformers on that that their trailer. So yeah, it's looking kind of heavy on that corner. But I think we'll be okay. When I say I think I'll be okay, I don't really know. I don't know if y'all realize that yet, but yep. I don't know. Scrap I must. Best deal I shall get. I hope. Maybe they'll give me number 1 for that. That's the least of my concern right now. Oh. Yeah, we might need another bag. That's a lot of cast aluminum right there. Ooh, that one's still on there. It's no good. Nice. Nice. Don't forget the hooks, okay? That's a tough one. I'm okay with that. Look at that, I didn't even struggle. I just tossed it right into the tin shred. That was so much easier. Truth be told. Get the ones that are easy. The low hanging fruits, you know? All right, nice. Oh, I got another one. Oh yeah. Wires, wires, wires. That's it for wires. Ish. Wires-ish. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Yeehaw! Alrighty then. Waka 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 waka. Blue 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 blue. Waka 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 waka. Blue 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 blue. What? Waka 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 waka. Blue blue blue. Oh yeah, that's fun having a little magnet. Useful it is. Nice. Four big bags of cast aluminum right there. That's awesome. Oh no, porcelain. Careful you shall be. Yeah. Don't leave no scraps on the ground here. I don't want to leave a mess. I am not that kind of person. That ain't me. I hate making messes. Unless it's, you know, my own. Then it's acceptable, okay? Alright. Tin shred this. Carefully tin shred it. I'm gonna take just 5 minutes. Take a quick break. And then I need to mag that stuff. My rubber track has got a bunch of screws in it. We're gonna get my press running. We're gonna absolutely destroy all those transformers. Yeah, process them. Get our copper and our steel content. So we will have a place to go drop off my tin shred at Elite Recycling in Claxton, I'm pretty sure it's called. Yep, that's it. It's about it for this drill too. It's not looking too good. I mean, it's hanging in there better than me, but not by much. I'm gonna lay it flat so it's more forgiving. I might have to give it a proper burial at the scrapyard, who knows. I'm gonna put my bits away. I'm gonna take a quick break, put my bits away, clean up some tools, and then we'll see you right up on the work platform, everybody. This is Merchant Metals, and I had to take Mason for a walk. He's been in the trailer like a good boy. I'm afraid he's gonna chew his collar and then go and get hit by a car, so we don't want that to happen. We'll be right back. All right, 6, are you ready to kick some ass over here? We got a big old pile of transformers right there. Yes. I gotta fire the air compressor up, let it build up, and I think we're ready to rock and or roll. So, heck yeah, guys. Kick some hole over here. That's what's about. Big ass turkey vultures. Okay, we need to get going here. Okay, 6:33. Let's go. All right. That may not be a good spot. So let's keep going. Let's try it again. We'd be hauling ass for fixing that camera. What's up? What do you want to do? Jeez, because that's not working, is it? Looks like I just broke it too, even more. That's no good. Okay. Well, don't know what you want. Looks like you're gonna be like up here, I guess. It sucks. How about that? You wanna hang out on that rail? How about that? Is that good? Let's start screwing. I want to get this stuff done. I want to get going. Yeah, that's not too bad. Honestly. Let's go with that. You guys got a view of the stuff going down. I don't know what that auto exposure thing means, but that's a good start. We got some more stuff to super glue tonight, guys. Coffee. When I get in the right rhythm, I'll be doing 6 at a time. So my air tank isn't all that big. So what I'll do is I'll do 3 and then break them out. That sounds good to me. It'll give a chance for this to, you know, gear up. transfer that air compression flow. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, we got a misfire. Dang. Show you how we fix that. That's copper. This one could be aluminum, it feels lighter. Definitely. I just popped the aluminum. Aluminum. That's aluminum. That's copper, that little one. Nice. No air. I can outwork my air compressor. I gotta let that air up. My tank is empty. If I upgrade to 160 gallon or 160 PSI air compressor with a 40 gallon tank, I'll be blowing through these like a maniac, dude. Hell yeah. Right, Hero 6. You see that? We're going to do another couple rounds, and then I'm going to put Hero 12 on my head, seeing that Hero 6 is freaking wounded again. One of the tabs on the bracket holder on the Hero 6 itself broke from falling so many times. It is what it is. I'm going to have to work with Hero 12 on my head now. So you guys can see me going at it, you know, first person. Alright, let's go. Get it. That's the second aluminum one. No good. Bada bing. Bada boom. All right. We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna get Hero 12 on my head, and we're gonna leave 6 right where it's at, unfortunately. All right, that should do ish, hopefully. Boop. Yeah, we're just gonna continue, keep going. We're gonna finish it off right now. If I had a higher airflow or a longer air tank, or you know, a bigger air tank, I'd be doing a lot faster actually. I'd be able to keep up more consistently anyhow. All right, we're back to it. Yeah, only 2 of them were aluminum so far, which I'm very happy for that. You know, that means we might actually make money. Depending on which scrapyard we go to anyhow. All right, let's get back into it. Keep on going. All right. Yeah, one more. Come on now. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Copper, copper, copper. Steel, steel, steel. Yeah. Next. This is how to pump iron. Oh, you got up in there. I had a good rhythm going a second ago. Yeah. I want to get this part of the day done with. You know? You know what I'm saying. Yeah. Those are aluminum coils. On the fourth one, I come over here and start cracking away. I can't wait to see how fast this is. I'm excited to see that. Come on, baby. Yeah, baby. Give me another one. Ugh. Merchant Metals, mobile scrap shop, baby. Bring it on. Give me that sucker. You come here. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Hoo-ah! Yeah, baby. This is fun. You guys gotta see this. I love when the air compressor, my hydraulic jack, throws air in my beard. It's so refreshing, dude. You guys gotta see this. It's majestic. I mean, come on. Just hang on here. Let's see if I can get it. You guys gotta see this. Since I only got 3 of these left. Let's see, is that a good spot? Let's see here. Is that cool? Oh man. Sometimes the rock side goes like this a little bit. Little bit. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Merchant Metals, like and subscribe. I like that. I like that. Last one. You got it, baby. Get it. Yeah. Some more one-hit wonders. I'm getting a little tired, man. Oh man! Let me redeem that right now here. Oh! Woo! Good old copper. Well, there's a big old basket of steel. Yeah. And a big old basket copper. Beautiful. Sometimes these little steel blocks, these little wedges here, yeah, they don't, yeah, whatever. That was awesome. We had good times. I got to take a quick breather because we just went through all those. But yeah, that's how I recycle Transformers, guys. I think it's one of the easiest ways. Hydraulic power is the key, man. This sure is. That's it. Unless we want to dig out 40 more from the back, but that's from a different job. So that is what it is. That is what it is. All right, I'm gonna shut down the compressor and generator. I'm tired, man. That was all I wanted to get done. And all of that is possible with just a 110 plug off a generator. Boom. Hydraulic press, 110 generator, Harbor Freight air compressor. Bada bing, bada boom. And you can move them fast. I move them fast, so yeah. It's good times. It's good times. Maybe I should weigh it up before I let y'all go for the night. Y'all don't have to watch me load scrap, but I'm gonna weigh it for you. I'm curious to see what it is too. Come on now. You get back up in there. Ah, you get out of my way. Yeah. All right. Let's weigh our basket. Let's see what we got. And guys, only 2 coils was aluminum. All the rest was copper. I'll take that. That's good odds. Ooh, ah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not lifting that by my lonesome. I'm gonna use my crane. I gotta get the straps for it. Little. Yeah. Straps. Yeah. What do we got? What do we got? These are the ones right here. Those are the ones we want. Yeah. I want to load up and then maybe unhook my truck and go to the store. I want grab a couple of things for tonight. So I want to get this all done and wrapped up here before dark. But not before weighing that copper. We gotta know how much we got coming to us. I really want to know. And then we got this big old basket of steel, man. I really feel like any scrapyard around here is just gonna give me tin shred price for that stuff. That's heavy, heavy, heavy. I'll probably lift it though. Well, I don't know. I don't want my crane exploding again. I just fixed that thing. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Let's weigh the copper, okay? We're weighing the copper. Ugh. I'm pretty sure it's over 100 pounds. Obviously. I could probably just tiptoe it on there, honestly. Swing it over onto it like that. All right, what do we got? We got 184 pounds. 184 pounds of copper, number 2. 184 pounds. 184. Okay, we're gonna go -7 for the tear on the basket, so that gives us 177 pounds of number 2 copper. All right, that looks a little scary already, but we're gonna times that by what we had last time, let's say. So times 3.45, that's $610 right there on a $350 investment. Well, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And that's just for the copper. We got steel, we got aluminum, we got wires we can go through. So realistically, we're looking at like without having to weigh all that cast aluminum and all this and that and the other thing, I would probably say we came close to I'm just gonna take a wild guess, $300–400, something of that matter, somewhere in the middle of that. So basically, yeah, that's the only 2 aluminum coils that we had. Hero 6 is still on. I am very surprised by that. But all right, we're gonna load this stuff up. 177 pounds of number 2 copper is what we got out of those lights. This is Merchant Metals, and I'll let you guys see the Mason boy before we go. Okay, I'm gonna let him out anyhow. Ooh. Mason, it's Mason boy. Hi, Mason boy. Oh, my baby boy. Hi. I love you. I love you. I know it was loud noises. I know it was loud, but we made money. We made a living scrapping on the road. Okay. I love you, bud. Hey, I gotta put you on the leash so I can load stuff up, okay? We had a long day here. Hey, you just relax. Where's Mason? Mason. Hey, come here. I'm gonna let you stay out, but I have to get you around this tree here. All right, friend? Hey. Come here. Mason. Here, come here. Come here. You stay. You stay. All right, you stay there. Okay, I'm tired, man. We're gonna load all this crap up and get it sent to a scrapyard tomorrow. This is Merchant Metals and the Mason boy signing off. Good night, everybody. All right, I was in the middle of cleaning and loading everything up, and I figured, hell, I'll let the camera go until it dies. You never know, something funny might happen, right? So yeah. Yep. So I think what we'll do is shorten this crane down some, get the generator up here so we can use the crane's ability to load everything for us, and then we'll use the concrete buggy to drive it over to the other crane. The crane for the crane for the crane. Yeah. All right. That's it. That's it. That's my plan. That's how I always load stuff though. Now what the hell's going on there? This one going first? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there it goes. Alright. Probably something right there. That'll do. You don't want to stick them too far out. So you'll be hitting all this good stuff. Right, there's that. Loosen this up. It's fine. Okay, let's get the generator up here and get power going again. Generator, then compressor. Damn good generator. I'm happy with it. It's actually the generator that the trailer came with. That's what he included, and I was like, okay, yeah, not a problem. You know, I'll take that. All right. So next we need to put this green cord down here. Gives us the ability to plug in things such as the crane and the ability to power the trailer right there. Yes, tight squeeze it is. That's okay. So we got this black cord right here. This powers that 6-way strip that's over there. So we'll just plug that in, man. We'll get that right in there, I think. Yeah. Okay. That goes right far to that wall so I can operate it from the hole that I made there. Yeah. You guys have probably seen that before. The people that watch my stuff anyway. Alright. Now my air compressor can come up now. And then we'll start loading bags and bugging it over to that trailer. Or not the trailer. I'm brain farting tonight. I worked a lot. I did stuff. You know, I think I made some good content. I don't know yet. I tried some new camera angles. I took a risk. Alright. That can go right in right here. Not bad. I like to give the compressor and this a little bit of room. You know what I mean? That's not too bad. It's actually the other way around. I don't like how that inlet's heading that way, but I can work this switch a lot easier just from hanging over it. I'm digging it. I like that. Yeah. So then we'll just plug that in there, right there. So when I need generator, air compressor power, which is all the time, that yeah. So that says off, and then you got auto, off, auto. Yep. Okay. fine right there. Cool. A hammer. That, I missed that opportunity. We're just gonna put it right in here. Two pieces of aluminum. How dare you? Oh, one of them fell. That's fine. Take the slab of steel. That goes down there by the air compressor. We'll slide that puppy in right here. There it is. There it is. Yeah. That bottle jack, or I mean hydraulic jack, can get set back in its compartment. This is our power to power the trailer. Okay. That can just go right here for now, I think. We're just gonna leave it right up in here until we get everything all done, packed, and put in. You can see how it's all collaging together, right? I'm gonna put this back in and put my air my air truck back on. What the fork? Oh, I got the wrong end. Yeah, I'm brain farting right now, man. Okay. Get back on there, up there. There. That's good. Cool with that. Those can go back in right there. That's good. This is going to block our steel slab right there. So, I mean, really, we're going to, we're going to have to move these baskets and then we'll deal with the slab. Perfect. We're about ready to fire up the generator, I think. Yeah. That can just plug right in right there for now. It's fine. Okay. All right. I think we're ready to start lugging items to said truck. I'm gonna take a swig of this. Mason's just watching traffic over there. You counting the cars, Mason boy? He's like, yeah, I am. But all right. Yeah. Let's start the generator up. I gotta stay on task if I want to get done before dark here. Coffee cup. I can't forget my coffee cup. Sorry, GoPro. I think I just jacked you up a little bit. There's that copper. Oh no, we gotta lift it up a little bit. Or angle it at least. I forgot about that. There. Shit. Okay. There. We'll take those two and go load these two right now. Leave the straps on that one. Come on. Give me my control. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, let's pull up to it. Sorry, Project Shop Man, but I bet if I was there, you would invite me to your wedding. But I'm not there yet, man. I tried. All right, let's go get 2 more. Shit. Just calm down. Okay. You know, almost thinking we should just stack them, 2 of them right here like that, boom and boom, and then strap them right to the rail. That's what we'll do. That's heavy. I gotta hop up in there with it or something. Lean on it, get the strap under it. Yeah, like that. That's good. All right, we did it. We did that. Let's go get more of that. Well, this one's not so bad. I can probably get this one. My copper can get pushed right back there. It's fine. It'll get backed up with little bags of aluminum that we're gonna grab right now. We're almost done. Pretty sure we're through with these. And the generator too, I think. And we'll leave that out just in case. Oh no, my friend. Then we just got 2 more to grab. Then we can load this baby. Come on. we'll grab 2 more. And that's it. In you shall go.